greatest game on earth. Let the festivities begin.
Two old foes vying for supremacy. Oh my goodness. As always, tempers flaring. It's managed to draw the wrath of the whole Barcelona team. Jose's not smiling now. Amongst 98,000 fans, you can hear a pin drop.
The man with the golden boots, Ronaldo. Pure genius.
Oh, what a start for Real Madrid!
This is a Grand Clasico. Wonderful attempt.
Where did the goal stop? You can't write a script like this.
You are seeing players at the peak of their practice.
Oh, magic!
Barcelona, Real Madrid just doesn't get any bigger than this.
A year ago, we were questioning whether or not Jose Mourinho's Real Madrid had enough in their squad and temperament to take the Liga crown from Pep Guardiola's Barcelona. This year, many are asking if Barca's new boss, Tito Villanova, has what it takes to get them back on top in Spain and in Europe. Tonight, the two sides, two of the biggest on the planet, go head-to-head in the first leg of the Supercopa. Barcelona against Real Madrid, our first Clásico of this season, is live from the Camp Nou. Well, it's no doubt unfair to Tito Villanova, but he's probably more famous for being poked in the eye than he is for his coaching skills. And tonight, for the first time since taking on one of the biggest jobs in world football, he faces the man that brought him that fame and now his arch-rival, Jose Mourinho. Rafa Benitez has joined Guillaume Balaguer and myself in the studio for the first Clásico of this season. And Rafa, how important is this for Tito Villanova to make a statement to the world, to beat Real Madrid and win the Supercopa?
Hi. No, I think it's important for everyone, but especially, as you say, the first game, everybody will be thinking, oh, maybe he will be as good as, as good as Guardiola or not. I think he's good. He has a good team, and he can do well. So against Real Madrid, we will see.
Mourinho has said in his pre-match press conference, whoever wins the Supercopa will have no influence on what happens in the season, but how desperate will he be to get one over on Tito Villanova?
He always say the same when he plays this kind of competition. If they win, he will say fantastic. If they lose, okay, you know, I said that it was not important. So it's really important for everyone to start winning, and you say, hey, we are better than you, so from the beginning. No?
Guillaume, how have the two managers been approaching this game, and is the pressure more on Mourinho than Villanova?
You would say so. Tito Villanova on one hand is saying, a matter of life and death? No, this is not that kind of game. How does he dare? It's a Clásico, but I think you know what he's trying to do here. It's more about Real Madrid. If they actually lose this one, it will be a little bit of rewriting of history. So it was an accident that Barcelona lost the league. It was an accident that Real Madrid won it. Perhaps it will go like that. But certainly Mourinho, as you've been saying, has played it down. This is not an important game. There's all the important games. But people cannot see training, but if they saw training, he's prepared the game with the intensity, with the work, with the attention to detail of a Champions League final. He definitely wants to win this.
In terms of Tito Villanova, though, Rafa, I mean, you followed Hector Cooper at Valencia, you won the league. Did you feel you had to stamp your personality in a different way? How should Villanova do this?
I think he knows the players, they know him. They know tactically, I think he's fine because he was always behind and advising Pep, no? But has been there for years and he knows what to do. So I think that the players, they believe in him at this moment.
What should he do?
I think that he will try to play a little bit higher in different games. We were talking before about this, no? But some games he will try to play a little bit higher. He will press. I was impressed the other day because the pressing when they were giving the ball away was quite good. The good times of Barcelona. So now everybody will be motivated and I think that they will be more aggressive.
Lionel Messi plays, no surprise there at all. 13 goals in 19 Clásicos, but none in the last 4. Why?
It's bad luck because he can score goals against anyone in any game.
But that's the point.
Yeah, he was really good the other day in the first game. So I thought we will see a good game if Ronaldo and Messi, they're going to do things like normally they do.
And what's interesting on the other hand is that Cristiano Ronaldo has scored the last 3 visits at the Camp Nou and the last 3 Clásicos as well. So he seems to finally appear in the big games, which was one accusation that was done against Cristiano Ronaldo at the right time. He wants to win the golden boot and the golden ball, and he doesn't want Messi to win it for the 4th consecutive year. He's got to make his impact on these kind of games.
OK, well, let's head to the Camp Nou and join our commentary team, Kevin Keatings and Jerry Armstrong.
Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to appointment to View television, and whilst this may be the lowest ranked trophy on offer of 4 for these two, the mere sight of one another is sure to get pulses racing and juices flowing. These giants of world football engaging yet again, the 12th Clásico in less than 2 years. It'll be Real Madrid to get this first leg of the Super Cup underway, back at a ground where they played so well last April. The 2-1 league win, which stretched their lead at the top in the title race to 7 points, and they were never headed, going on to wrestle the title away from Barca for the first time in 4 years by a yawning 9 points. Forward by Arbeloa. It'll be as intense as a Champions League meeting, a La Liga meeting. They bring the best out of one another, and they certainly have done that in recent Clásicos, where the standard, Jerry, has been outstanding.
Kevin, it's a question of pride here, and with pride comes confidence and belief. You know, who wins this game, who wins the 2 ties and goes on to win the Super Cup. They're trying to lay down a marker for the rest of the season. That's what tonight's all about.
Both sides making 4 changes from the weekend. Real Madrid, Albiol's in for Pepe, Khedira for Lassana Diarra, Callejon gets the nod over Di Maria, and Benzema replaces Higuain. Villanova's 4 changes: in come Piqué, Adriano, Iniesta and Alexis, and out go Puyol, Jordi Alba, Fabregas and Teo. This is Xabi Alonso over the free kick. Very much a permanent fixture for Mourinho since he arrived as the head coach at the Bernabeu. Fabulous season last time round, Alonso. This is Özil back with Xabi Alonso. Offside against Khedira.
Well, he's definitely offside. It's a shame though, because Callejon was totally unmarked. He'd come from a deep position, and now Barcelona mounting another attack, Kevin.
Barcelona looked very impressive at the weekend, winning 5-1 here against Real Sociedad. Messi bagged a couple of goals. Real Madrid had the tougher of the opening fixtures to the new La Liga season, and could only manage a 1-1 draw at home to Valencia. Here's Xavi. Iniesta. Busquets. Neatly away from Benzema. Now Messi. Trying to thread that one through, looking for Pedro. Arbeloa in the way. Won back immediately, though, by Iniesta. Here's Alexis. Alves. Xavi. Alexis Sanchez running into a decent challenge from Sergio Ramos, who then has earned Real Madrid a free kick. Worked quickly by Ronaldo. Back to him via Özil. Ronaldo in full flight here, met by Piqué. It was a well-timed challenge.
Excellent challenge, wasn't it, Kevin? First chance we've had of Ronaldo running at defenders.
Although Jose Mourinho's Clásico record isn't that great on paper, 2 wins from 11 attempts, he'll certainly be asking for the same kind of performance they produced here in the league win in April, where they played a high-octane counter-attacking game, getting the ball to Ronaldo in particular as quickly and as directly as they could, and quite often They had Barcelona on the run that night. Contrao with the throw, back to him via Benzema. This is Mascherano. Piqué. Xavi. Messi. No sign of too much contact between Mourinho and Villanova prior to kick-off, after their now infamous coming together in this competition a little over a year ago.
Adrian was making a forward run there. He just knocked the ball too far in front of him and gives away the free kick. He's the man making the notes. I'm sure he'll look out for Tito Villanova before the end of this game, and there'll be the offer of a handshake, regardless of the result.
Well, we'd rather hope so, and that eye-gouging moment has been consigned to history. This is Mascherano. Iniesta.
They're keeping the ball well, but Real Madrid's letting them keep the ball, Kevin, in their own half without any pressing. But once they get into the Real Madrid half, it's a little bit more difficult. I haven't seen an awful lot of Lionel Messi in the opening 6.5 minutes.
Xavi. Raking pass, looking for the run here of Dani Alves.
And just overcooked it a little bit. Great ball, though. Diagonal pass for the overlapping fullback, who loves to get forward, Dani Alves, doesn't he? I don't know what you thought of the weekend, Kevin. I thought Barcelona looked a little bit more sharper than Real Madrid. Thought Real Madrid were a bit sluggish at home, but then they did start slowly last season as well. You know, in their opening 7 games, they only won 3, lost 2 and drew 2 of their opening 7 games.
Well, Villanova's already got a better record than Pep. You might remember Guardiola's first league game was a defeat.
1-0 away to Numancia.
Yeah, and the next one was a draw here against Real Betis.
Good ball.
Got a little bit better after that. Here's Ronaldo. Lovely ball looking for Benzema, and Piqué just got there.
Well, there's the counter-attack movement. Had the pace of the ball, the weight of the pass from Ronaldo been a little bit stronger, I think Benzema would have been in.
Here's Pedro. Xavi. Alves is free. Offside, Alexis Sanchez.
Well, he's unlucky, it's a bit tight. Interesting to see. Well, I don't know, Kevin, you tell me. I thought Sergio Ramos probably played him on. He looked level anyway. Very difficult for the officials to get right all the time. And Real Madrid were lucky at the weekend. There was a goal by Soldado, was definitely a goal. And he got away with that.
Adriano frustrated. Referee Carlos Clos Gomez awards Benzema the free kick.
Oh, well, it's a foul. He looks sharp, doesn't he, Karim Benzema? Second top goal scorer behind Cristiano Ronaldo. 32 goals last season, Kevin.
Here's Ramos, fresh from a brilliant European Championship, Sergio Ramos. Here's Contrao into Ronaldo. Thought about the shot. Piqué got to him. Good advantage played by the referee. There was a definite foul by Xabi Alonso, who'll have to be hoping that the referee doesn't book him when the ball goes dead. He was certainly late on Busquets.
Yes, momentum's took him straight through. He's committed himself. Sergio Busquets has made the most of that challenge, though. No doubt about it. And he'll probably pick up a yellow card for that once the play is stopped.
He certainly wasn't short of bookings last season, Alonso, 19 in all. And his leadership qualities have shone through in the last year or so. Key component of that La Liga title success. Alves again, the outlet ball for Mascherano this time. Well defended by Contrao, who tends to get the nod over Marcelo in Clásicos these days for his extra defensive discipline.
Yeah, I think so as well, Kevin. There's the yellow card coming for Xavi for the challenge on Sergio Busquets. And we would have to say we're not surprised by that.
Well, the referee shake his head there.
It's not Royal Albion, I'm sure, was it? Did we get it wrong, was it? Not Xabi Alonso. I thought it was Xabi Alonso made the challenge.
Well, it was definitely Alonso that made that earlier challenge. Whether Albiol has got on the wrong side of the referee there. Pedro almost stole that off the foot of Albiol.
Good pressing, wasn't it, Kevin? But casual play at the back from Real Madrid. It's Callejon. It was a surprise inclusion tonight, but not for me.
Starting a Clásico for the first time, Jose Maria Callejon.
He's through the war, Sergio Busquets, isn't he?
I think it's fair to say generally around football, Busquets doesn't normally figure high on the sympathy list.
Well, it's a free kick, but nothing more than the ball's been kicked into his head.
And aside from one or two antics that we've seen from Sergio Busquets in the past, what a fabulous footballer he's turned into. Still only 24.
He's a brilliant footballer. I just wish he'd stop the antics, Kevin. He doesn't need to do it. He's better than that. Well, Alexis wins that free kick, and Contrao pleads for his innocence.
Oh, lovely pass from Iniesta, taken on by Adriano. Pedro up against Albiol. Albiol deputising for Pepe, who suffered a bout of concussion at the weekend after a collision with his goalkeeper Casillas.
It was a horrible collision. I think both of them were out cold. I was surprised Casillas came out second half, to be honest.
Story within the Real Madrid camp was that Pepe could have played at a push, but they decided not to risk him. Messi. Pedro looking for the pass. The crowd are yearning for another Barcelona free kick. Not getting it this time. And to be fair, no real claims from the Barcelona players.
Well, was Messi involved in it? He's played a little 1-2. I think he might have been blocked.
Busquets. Iniesta running free here. Just beyond the runner of Alexis Sanchez, whose pace will keep this attack alive for Barcelona. Piqué. Xavi.
It's a good spell of possession, Kevin, for Barcelona here now. They've upped the ante a little bit.
Messi beautifully away from Khedira, and then fed Xabi Alonso with the pass, much to Real Madrid's relief as Messi was running at them at full pace again as Benzema releasing Khedira. Players looking to arrive in the middle. No white shirt will get there. Piqué to safety.
Kevin, that's a great break, you know, from Real Madrid, but the final ball's let them down. And I don't see a foul there. I think he just runs straight into Raul Albiol. Messi's played the 1-2. Albiol doesn't do anything wrong. He just runs to stands in his way. He doesn't get out of his way. But 2-3 counter-attack movements. Real Madrid, final balls let them down badly on 2 occasions. And exactly the same with Iniesta when he broke on the left, and had the pass been better, Alexis probably would have scored.
Lionel Messi. Alves. Alexis for Xavi. Iniesta. Adriano offering width. Here is the Brazilian. Iniesta. Xavi. Piqué.
Well, that's good defending from Real Madrid, Kevin. You can see the 2 full-backs are tucking in and making, well, providing more space on the flanks, and they don't mind them having it wide. But then when they're trying to play the little 1-2s, they're getting frustrated. They're closing down well, Real Madrid, on the edge of the box. They're forcing them across. And then the result is Piqué has a shot from 20-25 yards. And Casillas, I think, will be happy to deal with that all night.
Here's Ramos. Bit of room now for Fabio Contrao. Ozil. Back with Contrao. Pass under hit meant for Benzema. Iniesta. And hounded by Callejon.
Good football.
Messi. Well, that was a foul. Good advantage played by the referee. Alexis trying to feed the run there at Pedro, and it was Ramos importantly in the way.
I agree with you, Kevin. Klaus Gomez has done really well to give the advantage and keep the play flowing. There's a foul there. Gives the advantage. Contrao, Messi tumbling. And almost a chance for Alexis, but good cover in the end from Ramos.
That's one way to mark Messi, isn't it?
A safe blanket defence.
Alves fed well by Xavi. Decent cutback. Messi! Close as we've been. And you just expected the net to ripple.
Well, he's done well here on his right-hand side, Dani Alves. He loves that overlapping role. Got into the byline. First touch is good, gets his head up, cuts it back to the edge of the box for Lionel Messi, and I was the same as you, Kevin. I thought he had picked this spot and was placing it inside the far post. Unfortunately, it was inches wide of the far post. But there's been a couple of chances now for either side, and still nothing to choose between them, and nearly 20 minutes gone.
Alexis. Barcelona had a significant boost to their morale at the weekend with the return of David Villa, who's amongst the substitutes this evening.
Yeah,
got
that's a massive boost from Kevin, you're right.
Got a tremendous ovation, Jerry, when he came on late in the match against Sociedad and crowned his return after that broken leg last December with a goal.
Yeah. Well, when you've had a player out for 6, 7, 8 months, and he comes back, it's like a new signing, and you know he's going to guarantee you 20 goals a season. But it's great to see him back again.
Incidentally, Alex Song hasn't made the squad tonight. He will do soon enough after his €19 million move from Arsenal. Sloppy pass from Alexis, made into a better one by Alves. Adriano, Pedro, Xavi, Messi, Adriano, Xavi Hernandez. It's good shape about Real Madrid out of possession here.
That's a shame. The final pass from Pedro. A player who had an indifferent season last year, Kevin, only got 13 goals. Goals normally is good, but not when you're Pedro. Pedro's normally in the 20+ range, and by his standards, I thought he had a poor season.
Xavi. Mascherano. Adriano. Mascherano's tried that ball a couple of times. This time it finds its target in Alves. Final touch off Xavi, who had a personal best for goals last season, 14. Now that was a good return.
Fantastic return. When you think of the passes he makes and the goals he creates as well with his passing, to actually get 14 goals himself is superb. That's a foul.
Well, it's Albiol. Had a rather nervous look at the referee there, if indeed it was his name taken earlier.
He's a split second late.
Adriano. Busquets losing out to Özil. Ronaldo already on his bike. Benzema stopped firmly in his tracks. Excellent reading of the game there from Mascherano. Messi. That's all very narrow. But the foul has been given against Arbeloa.
I don't know if it's for the challenge on Messi or the first challenge on Xavi. Yeah, it's the first challenge on Xavi for me.
Was it just about in range to test Casillas?
Usually it's a little bit longer range. Dani Alves hits it.
It's Messi. Barcelona will accept the corner. He's had the best chance of the game so far. Failed to hit the target, surprisingly. Hasn't scored in the last 4 Clásicos, Messi, although his overall record is 13 in 19 games against the great rivals. This is Alves. Benzema unable to control. Adriano nipped in effectively. This is Messi. Dani Alves. Made room for the shot. Instead goes for the chip. And the flag's up.
They're threatening very much on this right-hand side. Barcelona. Once again, that final ball's just let them down. You know, well, there's 1, 2, 3 offside. All 3 offside for me.
Well, a Clásico of surprisingly few goalmouth incidents, certainly in recent memory. They've started in a livelier fashion. Barcelona, as we may have forecast, enjoying more of the possession. But Casillas without a save to make yet. Xavi. Adriano. Alves. Alves, fed by Messi, tries to return the favour, and excellent cover there from the fullback Arbeloa. Read what was happening there, Alvaro Arbeloa.
And the break's on Kevin now. He's falling over himself, Mesut Ozil trying to break away.
Iniesta. Messi evades a challenge from Ramos. It's Contrao who stretches to make the interception. Just a reminder, this is the first leg of the Spanish Super Cup. Champions against the Cup winners. Second leg at the Bernabeu next week. Here's Xavi. Excellent block. Combination of Contrao and Ramos.
And Contrao was atoning for the mistake he made, Kevin.
Just signs, though, that Barcelona may be on the cusp of opening Real Madrid up. Alexis. Messi, Xavi, Messi, and still Lionel Messi's missed again, and missed by some margin.
Yeah, he's dragged it wide of the far post, and the more he's playing these little 1-2s, he's starting to cause massive panic in the defence here for Real Madrid. And you can see them lashing out Albiol, swinging his boot to try and kick it anywhere, and he does cause that fear factor. But you expect him to hit the target from there, Kevin. He's dragged it wide, and by his standards, that's not good.
Mourinho's pulse would have been racing that little more when he saw Messi glide into that excellent shooting position. Xavi. Alexis offering the width. That's a silly foul to give away, Ronaldo.
Oh, there's a silly foul.
Referee says play on. And Barcelona in a good position again here. Chance to regroup now as Contrao got back to block away the cross from Alexis. Here's Alves. Ronaldo scored in each of his last 3 appearances here at the Camp Nou.
Here's the break on, Kevin.
Benzema shrugs off Adriano, looking to feed the run of Ronaldo. It'll be a corner to Real Madrid. Could have been more.
Excellent play on the counter-attack, and that's what they've done well. Final balls let them down. Good defending on that occasion. Mascherano and co coming across and getting the block in at the expense of a corner, but I can see the tactics that Real Madrid are applying here, Kevin. They're letting them have the ball and they're absorbing a lot of pressure and then trying to hit them on the break.
Well, that was the tale here back in April, where Real Madrid fully merited their 2-1 league win. Ozil's corner. Alexis. Iniesta. Oh, great little turn to buy himself a metre or 2 of space, and then an uncharacteristic pass in the end from Andres Iniesta.
Yeah. Excellent silky skills on the left-hand side. Lovely little touch inside, and then the final balls let him down. It's happened on several occasions tonight, not just with Andres Iniesta.
And for me, along with Ramos, Iniesta was the standout player for Spain in this summer's Euros. Alexis, Messi, or rather Pedro, and Casillas having to adjust to make the save. Well struck by Pedro.
Yes, it is. He sorted his feet out very quickly, under pressure, got the touch and hit the target. Short free kick taken quickly.
Messi's cross, covered well by Ramos.
Well done, Callejon. Don't lose it in there, though. There's the shot. There was a lot of movement, Kevin.
Alexis. Now Khedira. Arbeloa.
Well, they're pressing well, Barcelona, but Real Madrid still trying to play their football out and hit them on the break.
Iniesta just had a coming together there with Arbeloa off the ball. Play rightly continues, and here's Messi. Khedira wanted a free kick there, and eventually via Clos Gomez got what was required.
He's fortunate maybe to get that free kick.
Sergio Ramos. Easily intercepted by Alves. Ramos out of position now. This is Messi. Alexis making a run to his right. Messi's run into trouble in the shape of Real Albiol. Contrao. Earns a corner out of Alves.
It's good play.
On both sides, just searching for their A game here.
Well, the last corner kick was disappointing from Mesut Ozil. He didn't clear the man on the near post.
Real Madrid, of course, will be much more satisfied with the current scoreline. Looking to lift their mood even more here with the cross from Ozil. Valdez made up the ground and timed that well. Messi, so 2 good goal-scoring opportunities so far. Iniesta. Busquets making the forward run. Iniesta looking for Messi. Well policed by Ramos.
Nudge in the back from Busquets as well. There it is.
Well, Villanova's first Clásico as the head coach, sat alongside Guardiola and plotted many a victory over Real Madrid. What a boost to his confidence if he wins on his Clásico debut. Here's Ronaldo though for Real Madrid, away by Mascherano.
I'd just like to see them try and isolate Ronaldo on his own one-on-one and get more of the ball to him. That's really what they need to do.
Florentino Perez, Sandro Rosset, 2 presidents there. Ramos, risky pass. Messi. Nice layoff from Pedro. Iniesta looked for the quick return. Arbeloa's had an excellent game so far.
Cover,
right back.
wasn't it? Excellent cover, Kevin.
Xavi. There's that ball again from Mascherano. Alexis couldn't get contact on that, but he has now. Contrao's lost out. Down goes Alexis. They're baying for a penalty here, Barcelona. The referee decides against giving Alexis the benefit of whatever doubt was in the referee's mind here.
Does he dive? Oh, he does. Straight legs. He's over milked it. Look, there's no contact and he's straight legs. That should be a booking though, Kevin, for feigning the penalty for the dive.
Corner's been given. It's taken by Xavi. And Albiol took it right off the head of Piqué. Piqué with almost a shoulder pass there to Pedro. Nearly came off. Iniesta. Dancing, twinkling feet of Andres Iniesta. Here's Xavi.
Not too far away. Every so often they up the ante, they get good possession, they press well, and they get their shots off. But I don't know why he needs to dive. I don't know why he needs to dive. He's got past them. Stay on your feet. And you can see he's just gone straight legs, thrown himself to the ground, which is awful to see.
Oh, lovely dummy by Alexis, who's not made contact with a Real Madrid player again. It was Contrao. Spotted by the assistant on this near side. No way through for Ozil. Iniesta. Alexis. Piqué has joined this attack. Gerard Piqué waiting in the middle there for a possible ball in from Alexis, but Contrao has defended well once more.
Oh, lucky. Well, that's the point we made at the start between Contrao and Marcelo. Contrao is a much better defender. They've dominated possession, there's no doubt about that, Barcelona, but for all that possession, they haven't got a goal to show for it. And can you believe the main culprit is Messi?
It's not a story we've relayed to you very often in recent times.
82 goals in the season last year, Kevin's just unbelievable.
That was for club and country.
Yeah, he got 9 in 9 games for Argentina, international goals.
Well, they've had to do a lot of chasing, Real Madrid. That might become a factor later on in the match. But for now, they're protecting the goal of Casillas reasonably well. Xavi caught there by Albiol. There's another nervous little look from Raul Albiol to the referee to see whether he was going to reach for his book. There's a great position now for Barca.
Well, he's opened his body up. His first touch is absolutely sublime. Some of the Barcelona players are asking the referee, Clos Gomez, why he didn't book him. It's much closer than the last one, Kevin, and I think Messi, it's definitely within his range.
Well, it's Xavi. I think they were expecting, like we were, that Messi was going to take charge of that. Decent enough wall.
Xavi's got a good strike on him as well. But the wall did its job.
Dani Alves. Good looking cross. Casillas at full stretch. What a touch from Xavi. And there's going to be a booking here. It's gone to Arbeloa.
There's an outstretched leg as Busquets played the ball forward. Any doubts about who got that yellow card, Kevin? Late and it was high.
Busquets have to try and add his height in there alongside Piqué. Driven in by Messi, but nobody near in a Barcelona shirt to that.
Good ball.
Oh. Another booking.
Has to be. Pattern's been set. It's Mascherano who committed himself and knew that the ball's beating him, and he had to make sure the man didn't get past Contral. That's what I'm talking about, this counter-attack movement of Real Madrid. They're excellent on the break. And from a professional point of view, you can't fault Mascherano. He knew exactly what he had to do.
We're into first half stoppage time. Here's Ronaldo, who's been very quiet. Can apply that to a number of Real Madrid players. They've had so little of the ball in this first half.
Yeah, none of the forwards have had any of the ball.
Alves lost his way. Alonso. Benzema, just in the opinion of the assistant on the far side, drifted offside.
Well, I think he's going to be the happier of the two managers, Jose Mourinho.
And he's quick to make his way to the dressing room. Bit of a slow burner. Barcelona having the lion's share of the possession. But the standout fact is that Messi missed 2 chances that last season he would have put away. Consequently, we're goalless at the break.
Yes, no surprises, Barcelona having the majority of possession at the Camp Nou. Better of the chances too. We'll get the thoughts of Rafa Benitez and Guillaume Balaguer in just a few minutes. Well, there's been no goals in the first leg of this Supercopa at half-time. Barcelona the better, Lionel Messi coming closest, but Real's rearguard holding out.
Sponsored by Bet365.
Quite a way to announce the opening of the new Barclays Premier League season. Step the bar! What a start for the European champions. Put away, Stephen Davis. How about that? Incredible. Oh, he's gone through the arms in it. An absolute cracker. There is the fifth goal.
The Barclays Premier League on Sky Sports. To join Sky Sports on Sky, call 08442 411 775.